Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Minnie DeVille. I'm bass guitar for Less Than Zero.
I'm Eddie Benovich. I do the vocals for Less Than Zero.
I'm Dave Bowers. I'm the guitarist, background vocals, kind of manager, songwriters, all of it.
And who we
Equipment
have,
guy.
and we have missing today Jared Gearhart, who is our drummer, and Garrett Kyler, our lead guitars.
And vocals.
And background vocals as well. Yep.
I know you probably asked this question a lot, but how did you get the name of the band?
That came from the old Less Than Zero movie from back in the 80s there. That's where it came from. Good soundtrack. That's how it came. I threw it out there when we first came about a band, and I think it was before these two guys joined. I said, "You want to call it the Heebie-Jeebies or Less Than Zero, or the
I think you had one called the Really Rottens as
Really
well.
Rottens, yeah, and or Death Valley Rangers. Them are all songs of ours now."
Yeah, they are.
If you reject these band names, they become.
I liked all the names, so I wrote songs about them all. They all had something meaning to them, like everything has some reason behind it. So they chose the Less Than Zero.
Which I'm glad you stuck with that name.
Yeah, that's cool. If it's a band.
So, who is your biggest influence?
Oh boy. For me, I would say obviously Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath, Carl Alvarez from All, John Entwistle from The Who, Dee Dee Ramone. Oh my goodness, and Frank Bell from Anthrax, Lemmy, of course. So that'd be the top few for me.
To get into influences, that would take forever. So I'll just name sort of my top ones, which is like I love Devin Townsend, Dark Tranquility, Typo Negative, Clutch, My Dying Bride. Which is one I'm wearing now. So I listen to a lot of metal, but I go all over the place. I listen to, I'm cliche like that. I listen to everything.
Lately, I've been bugging it with Cave-In. So
Since you're from New Jersey, I'm a Misfits dude. I'm a Glenn Danzig guy. Sam Hang. I like Mike Ness, Social D stuff. The Henry Rollins there, Black Flag stuff. Dark stuff, but heavy, fast. To the point. That's it. Slayer.
I have to throw Slayer.
Yeah, we always have to. That's prerequisite, Slayer. So
I don't really listen to much of music anyway because I'm always busy writing it or playing it. So.
What happened there? Is there?
Just give me 1 second.
it's okay. Yeah, we're pretty musically diverse. And Garrett and Jared, they like Metallica.
Metal guys. Yeah, Garrett's more of a pop punk kind of guy. Metal,
I think they listen to also like a lot of
they're very
alternative stuff too.
90s stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that contributes to like the sort of hybrid of sound we end up getting because I come from like a lot of metal, and you got Davey from like the punk world, and like Mindy's kind of from the similar background as me, and you got our younger guys in the band, so it kind of meshes together, and it's we call it punk metal half the time.
It's kind of like a hybrid,
It's a horror infused, metal and punk is what it is. Horror, basically horror bass vocals. We think about the, dark stuff and evil things. Because music evil.
We're not going to be writing about tiptoeing to the tulips anytime soon.
We put the devil back in music because they took the devil out somewhere along the way, so we bring it back.
Well, you didn't go down to Georgia, that's for sure. So
That's what we're talking about, Mindy. We're talking about a different devil than that one. We're talking about El Luciferi.
So, out of all your songs that you've put out, which one do you think was the hardest to put out emotionally?
Emotionally, wow.
I don't write lyrics, so I'll take it
Yeah,
to you guys.
I don't know. Emotionally, that's a hard one. But I would say probably the most personal one, like as far as one that Davey and then I end up contributing verses to, is "Wake Me Up When I Die." But that's one we don't even really. It doesn't even really. That one doesn't really fit our sound, though. You know what I mean? It's
way different. That's and "Wake Me Up When I Die." I pretty much wrote all that Eddie threw in the last verses there, or whatever. That was about myself, really. You know, and I never wrote a song about myself, and it shouldn't be ska. It has a ska sound to it, and we don't play fucking ska. So, I'd say "Heebie Jeebies" is really important to me too, and because it was like the first song that we wrote, and that was, you know, it was an early one. That was like the first song we just jammed, and I've been playing it for like 10 years and never wrote any lyrics to the riff. And finally, like, it came, didn't it, Eddie?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
You know, 5 verses in the chorus, man, and I tried to, you know, it just worked, and we haven't changed anything, and I think that's like, there's no like meaningful behind the actual song, like the lyrics and stuff. It's Ted Bundy's related. It's your you know, dark side of human beings, kind of, you know, Christianity based, but not. But that was really important to us because that was the first song we really rocked out, and we're like, this is a good song. It's catchy, but it's simple.
There's a few of those songs where you hear like a seed of a good, really good song, but it's not there yet. And that was definitely one of them, because at first, I don't even think we sang it totally different at first.
Yeah, and it didn't work, and I just remember, I just came one day, I said I got it, and it just came to me like, man, it's the really rotten songs. I mean, 438's a really personal one too, because that's it's kind of based on a true story, Eddie. And
it's your friend's house.
Yeah, it's my neighbor's house, and there's a lot happened there in the house itself that, that really did happen. Like, there's a lot of people died in it, and not
Creepy.
The house didn't get them; they did themselves in. But like, why is that happening?
But basically, a house with a dark,
dark aura to it.
Yeah, and you feel it when you go there. They don't fuck with me though.
Now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we have Miss MJ coming through. Miss Mandy Jackson says hello, everybody.
Hi. Greetings.
Hello.
Oh, another Mindy. Hi.
Oh, another Mindy.
Hi.
Nice. At first, I heard you. I thought you said Samuel L. Jackson. I was like, oh.
I
No.
think you would have been using different language. He'd been like, "Say what, Eddie? Say what one more time."
How do you say less than 0 in France?
Man, I tell you what.
Yeah, Royale 0.
I'm lucky I can speak English half the time.
So, how do you guys deal with rejection or not being put on a bill?
That doesn't bother us. I don't think that. We actually, I've been trying to get places, and it bothers me I can't get some of the places we play, but we haven't had any help doing it. And these guys can testify to that. I mean, Mindy is kind of new, but she sees how it works. But
I've said it before in the past. So
things have been gone so well. we felt like we already made it, really, Eddie, huh?
Yeah, from where
I mean, like,
we're doing what we want to do.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I feel like there's nothing more I need to accomplish in music because this wasn't supposed to happen the way it was, and it's been very rewarding, and there's no letdown for me. 110%. We go 110% every show,
Yeah.
nonstop, 2 hours, fury.
Make
Yeah,
sure
I
we
mean
don't.
that's the thing too. Like I agree with Davey as far as like to us. Yeah, we're not huge or anything, but we're doing what we want to do, and to
Yeah,
us,
and we're
that's
humble
like,
about it. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not putting up a front.
and at every show, like Davey was saying, like it's a performance. We just have fun.
Yeah.
We have a blast playing. So it's
I'll tell you last year when we got played Sonar Fest down in Baltimore, that wasn't supposed to happen. Like we've got breaks that just stuff that happened that I was in the right place at the right time, and after that I feel like that was the pinnacle there, and it was just a 35-minute 40-minute set, but that was awesome because it wasn't supposed to happen. And like anything else that happens, we play out back in some neighbor's yard. It's the same thing. Like I don't feel like we're missing anything. Like I wish there's nothing I would have done differently in the band. Wishing we had this venue or that venue. It doesn't matter where we play.
we have Ethan Clark chiming in here. Give a
That's
shout.
somebody, Ethan.
Yeah,
Hi, Ethan.
Give a
That's my
shout
dude right there.
from Hardtack.
Yeah, good friend of ours.
Cristello,
they're
hi.
awesome.
Hi, Chris. Hello,
Their drummer actually filled in for us one time.
Yes.
Yep.
On the bass. This is before Mindy joined, and our last bass player couldn't make it for a show, and just filled in for that. And he knew the songs. It was amazing.
The guys are very talented. They have a band called Hardtack, and they're very talented.
And hello, Cristello Labello. He said hi. So hello. Hi, Cristello.
All right, so this would be a fun question for you. If you could pick a song to describe one of your band members, what song would it be and which band member?
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Does it have to be a song about each band member or a specific band member?
You could pick one. That's fine.
Okay. Oh God.
Let me clarify. Not one of your own songs.
Okay.
Good.
Oh,
Actually,
God.
makes it a little easier.
I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. Jeez. Do I have to point out the band member who it's referred to, or
I mean, that would be nice. So
involve me getting kicked out of the band?
Yeah, it really, this could get you kicked out of the band if you answer. I'm not saying I would do that, but it could happen.
Well, okay. Well, I could do that if y'all don't. Okay. Well, shit. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
How about Guar, sick of you? And that's for all audience.
You never get sick of me. So
Uh,
I'm the light of your light, bro.
I don't know.
Oh God, I can't think of one, man. Shit.
This isn't one of our songs. I thought
No, it's gotta be. It's gotta be a song.
Okay. Shit. Yeah. That's.
Okay. How about?
I mean, if you want to cop out and use one of your own songs for one of your band members, I'll allow it. But
how about? Okay. Well, I can do a Kiss song for Davey and call I'm a Legend Tonight.
I love
There we
that.
go.
And that's the band I hate the most in the whole world ever. The worst fucking band that ever existed.
Sorry, Davey.
Fucking Kiss is horrible.
Cristello picked it. I couldn't help you.
There you go. I am. Yeah.
The blame. Don't. But leave my girl alone. Leave my girl Crystal alone. But no, it'd probably be a Misfits song for Davey. Probably 20 Eyes, or I Turned Into a Martian.
No, I'm an RFID guy. RFID is my Bible.
Great album.
Yeah. That whole band's based on that album, really.
All right, Eddie, you can pick a song. It's your turn, man.
Oh shit! I can't pick. Yeah, that's a good question, but I don't know if I could think of one that would fit somebody right now. Off the top of my head like that. That's
Our guys in our band are a little bit different than regular dudes in bands. They don't really say much, man. They're they're pretty good dudes, man.
They're
They
chill.
go and play their ass off, and then they go home. But
Yeah. That's pretty much
there's
describes
not a
Jared.
lot to these guys, man. They give 110%, give her hell, man, and then we roll the fuck out, and then we go somewhere else.
We go to our own lives. And
That's how it is.
I'm sure one of you guys' songs that describes me would probably be a song about Satan or Satan's a woman. There you go.
Yeah, that
From the
works.
Twin Temple. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I just can't really think of one. I'll probably think of something middle of the night tonight.
Yeah.
That's what always
Just
happens.
message me later with your answer then. I'll put it in the comments somewhere.
Yeah, can you overdub his voice like remember the old subtitles like the old Godzilla movies and stuff?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
do that to Eddie, man. That'd be awesome. Dude.
That'll work.
Make him have a European accent, like a French accent, though.
Oh my god, French accents. Crazy.
I could put the subtitles in French just to screw with everybody.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Funny.
I don't know any French, but
I don't know any. I'm surprised I can speak the language of English. So
Yeah.
I do a little bit of Spanish once.
What was his name?
But
I can ask for cheese in French. That's about it.
I could just say adios, or that's all I can do. I can't. I really should start becoming more bilingual. But anyway,
Yeah.
All right. 2-day festival here. First day is female fronted. Second day is region. Who are your top 5?
for female fronted bands,
Yeah.
Eden on Fire. What the hell's her name?
Illusions of Grandeur.
Illusions of Grandeur. Susie
Oh, Susie Moon.
Moon.
Yeah, they're awesome.
The Runaways. Who else? There's another one. The Lunatics.
I would also include The Gathering with Anna K. Van Giersbergen when she used to be in that band.
you got to bring up Illusions of Grandeur. That's an amazing band from around York. And they're awesome, dude.
They're incredible.
They're good people too. We're looking forward to playing with them again, huh?
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't be making that show because I have to work.
We'll see them around. We'll see them around.
Yeah, they're part of the question.
Regional. Now you need a regional band.
Okay.
You can go first.
Oh, we did the regional and the female at the same time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, for me, for regional, be BS Express,
That's good. And Ear Bleeding Country.
Ear Bleeding Country,
Those are my two choices.
Powder Keg Culture,
Yeah.
There's so many good
Side
bands.
piece,
and Side Piece,
Side piece. That's right.
the hard tack,
and the Buccos,
Hard Tap.
Buckos.
and Two for Flinching.
Yeah, I'm a good dude. I'm all good. BS Express, that's my dudes, man. They're my right hand guys. We've been playing a lot of shows. Nobody liked either of us when we first started playing, but we just played.
We actually
keep
have
playing together.
Well, we have a little bit of like sort of like a tour. We call it
Rails to Rotten.
Rails to Rotten.
The Ralph's Rotten. That was I came up with that because they are basically Altoona based around trains and stuff like that, and we're a rotten crew. So I put the two together. We got some stickers with the logo I came up with, and Dean threw it on, did a little bit of tweaking to it, and hey, we toured. We're what, 3
play a
shows?
lot with those guys, which is why that came.
We're 2 shows into it already this year, and we took 2 months off just to write.
So,
This one's for Brian's mom. Hi, Brian's mom.
Brian's mom.
Oh, she's awesome. She shows up at all
She
the
loves
shows.
our shows.
I'm her Elvis.
So, what is the weirdest thing a fan has done so far?
That'll be a St. Mary's fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he tried to give me a piece of beef jerky out of his pocket.
That's right.
His venison jerky made it, but he didn't have it in a bag or anything. He's like, "Here, try this. It's good." I'm like,
That's a St. Mary's.
I'm good, dude. And then, another thing that's happened to St. Mary's was the guy said, "You guys are the worst fucking Misfits cover band." Mary
that
dropped
wasn't a fan.
down.
That was a local bully.
Yeah. Yeah, he
I
was
know-
a clown.
Yeah, I heard about this story.
He's known for like.
St. Mary's is weird though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we live here.
It's
We
a big
both
hunting
live
community.
there.
That beef jerky thing was weird because I'm not eating somebody else's homemade beef jerky anyways, but
You didn't.
right out of your pocket.
You didn't take a nibble.
No, dude. I was
Well, I was
Like
gonna say you probably don't know where that was at. So
that'll happen at work a lot of times in this area where after hunting season and shit, everybody's made their sausage and jerky.
Yep, and
Somebody's
wings.
always giving you like a bag of jerky to try because they're proud of what they made.
Yeah, and it's sometimes
So
really
that's what he encountered in St. Mary's. Somebody pulled out one of their homemade
jerky
venison
sticks.
jerky sticks they made.
So, what is the most, I guess, heartwarming moment with the fan?
Ooh, heart. Wow. To point out one fan is pretty hard. I think we've received a lot of good heartwarming feedback from.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I'd even say like from some of the band members, significant others, and stuff. Like they're always very supportive, and that means a lot when it comes to them because they have to put up with a lot of shit.
I guess for me it would be like my goodness, this was my last band way back in the late '90s.
We ain't talking about that band.
We had a fan who
Fuck that band.
we had a fan who was disabled, and he had a birthday party. We did a surprise birthday party for him. It was really nice. He was really, really happy about that.
I'll tell you what the best thing we ever did as a band was, and Mindy, you're going to see it this year in September, is we do a benefit show for domestic violence awareness.
Oh.
And we raised $3,000 for a friend of mine's daughter that has scholarships set up in her name that was murdered in Clarion, Pennsylvania. And that's really important to me. How about Eddie?
Yeah,
that's a big deal, dude. Because that means a lot to me, man. Because I put a lot into that, and the first year nobody wants to donate because they don't know who we are,
right.
And we still raised $3,000. That was just our friends and our Tom Smiths and our really rottens and just showing up and that is important. This year will be bigger.
Yeah, every year. I'm sure.
That's for you, Tammy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm excited.
There's always like three types of band members. Which one's the dad of the group?
Davey.
Yeah, we'll go, Davey.
I don't know what the fuck I gotta be responsible for. I'm the most irresponsible motherfucker ever. I gotta take care of shit.
You're our Smurf.
Yeah,
I tell you what it is I'm not, I'm kind of, I could be grumpy and bitch and shut up and talk too much, but I want to watch out for these guys, man. Like they put a lot of effort into it, and Mindy coming into the band, it helped me out. Like I didn't worry about the missing gigs and issues, and filled in good. And Garrett's like my right hand dude, the other guitar player. He does a lot of work for this band, but it might be the dad guy, but I want to take care of him because this has been an outstanding, rewarding experience for me. I put a lot of hours into this, and it's paid back. And I want these guys to enjoy it, and we have fucking fun.
Who's the most unhinged?
Me.
That's probably me too. That's probably Eddie, actually.
Me.
Yeah, everybody has an unhinged moment.
True confession time.
I mean, there's no unhinged, man. We're all business. We go and play. We have fun. We have a good time. We met so many great people. We've had some shit that happened in the band. It didn't really have to do with the band. That it had nothing. Wasn't anybody in the band, but times have changed, man. Things are like. You really gotta watch what you say. How about it? We didn't say anything, but you gotta watch what you say. And
coming into this band after 20 years, it's like so much in of setting up shows and all that stuff. Everything. It was like a real eye opener for me because it was like Rip Van Winkle waking up after 20 years. Like, oh my God, back the last band I was in, we were still using Nokia freaking analog phones, and
I didn't have a cell phone.
we had maps.
We didn't need one, we didn't have the internet either back when I used to book, and it's been very different having the internet. I don't know how to really ask somebody to, how to play, how to get in there, or
how do you get here? Well, you take this exit here, you turn left here, and you hope and pray for the best. So.
Well, I mean, it's just been. I'll tell you what, it's been. We've met a bunch of great bands along the way. BS Express really opened to being buddies with them, playing down at Altoona Arts Center in front of like 3 people that weren't with us. That opened some doors. I mean, how about Eddie?
Yeah. Well, I think
that's a big deal, man. That's really, really broke things open where it expanded. And then, Leon from, Vanessa and, geez, man, we got some great breaks. And
speaking of Leon, we should give a shout out to him because he did
absolutely
this festival that last year, I don't know how many years he's been doing it, but last year,
second year,
just one location. And now he's expanded, so he's made it sort of like a tour. It's several different. We're playing three of the dates, I think.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it. Yeah, he's talking about doing a U.S. tour next year, and then we already signed up for it.
But he does a lot for promoting.
Absolutely, great dude. One of my favorite people on earth is Leon. I actually talked to him quite a bit, and he's a good dude. He has no agenda about helping promote bands and setting up shows and stuff, and he rewarded us last year because we were like about 1:30 spot on a Sunday afternoon. That's early, and nobody knew us, but we sold so many tickets. Like we had a lot of follow. We have traveled pretty well.
That was a fun.
He moved us to like a 7:30 spot, like up towards the top, and that's the kind of dude he is.
So we should mention though that the listeners, if they're interested, so if you're in Ohio, there's a show. Sonar Fest in Ohio. There's one in
Turtle Creek,
Maryland,
Delaware,
and Delaware. Yeah,
Virginia. They just had one in Virginia and one in Baltimore coming up.
Yeah, but you just have to go to the Sonar Fest Facebook page and all that.
Yeah,
all the dates are
coming out.
Yeah, and you'll get exposed to a bunch of really talented.
And it's a lot of great bands, unsigned bands too. Like they're not. My guys, I met so many good dudes through playing the shows, and it's cool. Still talk to dudes that I would have never met if it wasn't for Leon setting these shows up, and doesn't ask much of us.
Well, that's the best part about this is getting to meet the other bands and getting
great people,
getting exposed to those other bands because I'm a fan of music, so
me too.
To be able to sit in an audience and just watch these other bands that we're playing with, and I'm just like always like in awe how much freaking talent is out there.
Yeah, I know, right?
So many of these bands are so goddamn good. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous, and it's definitely. Like they might never be on a major label or anything, but they should be. Right? There's so much good music out there.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, I mean, like anybody out there, like check out some local shows because
there's some excellent talent.
You guys support the scene.
It's better than mainstream shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Oh yeah, well, don't get me wrong. I listen to a lot of mainstream stuff too.
Yeah.
But to that point, there might be better shit out there that you're missing out on if you don't go to a local show.
And it seemed like a lot of bands, like out of the pandemic too, like during the pandemic, it seemed like a resurgence of newer bands because of the stuff that people were home, they couldn't do anything, so they're okay. We're gonna write songs.
That's how this band started, really. I mean, I was just sitting around here drinking with some friends, and I used to write, and I quit writing, and then about 10 years slump of playing anything, and I just started writing, and next thing you know, here we go. We're on your show right now, dude. That's how that works. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for what you're doing too.
Thank you. Awesome. Yes. We need more shows like this.
So at this time, I'm gonna let you guys flip it on me. You can ask me any questions.
I would like to know. Okay,
Exactly, you know.
if you could interview any band you wanted to, who would it be? Like if you like, know whoever it was, past, present, they could be dead. I don't know. Who would it be if you could interview a band?
I'm gonna say corn, like everybody
Yeah.
that knows me. That is on the bucket list
Nice.
of bands that I want to talk to. I would love to pick Jonathan's brain.
You know what? I'll ask you a question.
Hmm.
What do you think about the album? Did you listen to our album?
Oh, you're asking about.
Wow,
him,
way to
not-
put him in a fucking spot.
I mean, well, I mean, say that. And that's a piano in the background there. The baby grand.
What?
That's green
It's,
screen.
it's just green
Oh,
screen.
hey,
Bud.
I can't
I
see.
do know how to play a little bit,
I'm on my
but
phone. I can't see. I can't see.
yeah, I
real
can play
good.
a little bit, but not.
Just wait when at the end of the
You
show.
should go live to me
Walk
because I
back to
can't.
it and do an outro with November Rain or something. It's all good.
I mean, you never know. Maybe next time. I don't
Okay, well,
I don't have that set up right now.
I guess my question would be, what band or concert do you regret not checking out?
I haven't been there yet.
Well, he hasn't been allowed to go because they changed the fucking venues on him. He regrets all those motherfucking things. Huh?
They change the venues, or it gets postponed. So I mean, I haven't. I don't think there's been a concert that I regret to go that I haven't seen yet, or
Wish
I'm
you had.
going to. I
It
mean,
wasn't
there's a.
your fault.
I'll be honest. There's a lot I would love to see live, but I will when I have the funds. I'm gonna go on a excursion, and you never know if I'm gonna pop up at one of your shows.
Hey, you're welcome. I'll let you know when we're in town.
I like doing random things. I don't always tell people what I'm doing.
Well,
That's how I
okay.
am. I don't like to do that too. I just show up.
Yeah.
It's like I just show up unannounced.
Well, hey, maybe we'll play in New Jersey. Or
Wing it.
yeah, are you in New Jersey now, or did you say you're from New Jersey?
No, I'm in New Jersey right now.
Okay. Maybe
And I am from New Jersey, but yeah, I'm in Jersey right now.
Well, that's
I know.
that's one state we haven't played. So,
Yeah, I haven't played Jersey.
that'd be
That's
cool.
one thing I love about this. I could be anywhere in the world right now.
That's true. That's
Right.
definitely true. Or we can just throw a green screen. We can be in
That's
London,
true.
England right now if we wanted to be.
Maybe next year.
Don't give me ideas. That might be next week.
Next year we're gonna get to Europe. Again, we'll
Look at
see
me.
what we.
I would.
He's
love
on
to
the set
play
of
in
American
Europe,
Chopper or Pawn Stars, one of the two. So
My one good friend, he's in a couple bands that gets to tour. They tour in Europe every year, so that would be a blast.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Give it up for Night in High Spirits.
yeah, Night and High Spirits. If you haven't checked them out, I highly
They're very
recommend
good.
them.
Very good.
Eden Rock.
Yeah, well, that's
That was a former band.
yeah, they're not existent anymore. But NITE Night, and then High Spirits, which people that listen to the show, maybe if they listen to metal, they may be aware of them.
Mhm.
Chris Black, he goes by. He's well known like in the underground
Twilight
metal
Records.
world, yeah.
And the venues that get the smaller artists that we like us to play, unsigned ones. You remember Garvey's in Altoona and Starlight and Bennett up there in Mahaffey, Pennsylvania. Even Invictus up in Du Bois, PA. Those guys really is what make us click. They give us a break. They don't have to let us play there. They take care of us when we play, and that's what makes it scene, the venues. Really. That's why you support local shit, because
That's
local
how you
shit
stick it
is
in Ticketmaster.
local shit it spins around, like the Asylum Wrestling. I hooked up with the Asylum Wrestling, the pro wrestling, like local wrestling. And we started doing things together, set the music festival up.
Well,
Those guys are local, man.
Yeah.
Asylum Wrestling. That's probably the most unique thing we've ever.
Yes, and that's a partnership that I came up with. You know, just out of the blue, something different out of the box. And Eric over there, he's the president of Asylum. And we're gonna be lifelong friends over there after
People
this.
listening might not know what that is.
still-
They're wrestling, like professional wrestling, independent
Yeah,
professional wrestling
Yeah,
organization.
they're pro wrestlers. They're local though. You know, they're very good.
They put on.
It's just like the bands. There's very
Mm.
good bands that aren't out there. And Eric and wrestlers over Asylum are the same way. They're 110% the whole time.
Yep.
Talented, do the thing, and a partnership with a local organization like that, where we both compete off of her because we play aggressive music with aggressive human beings beating each other up. It fits. We have the same fans. They're just different. So
Still waiting for my
like different audience.
I'm still waiting for my chance to be a wrestler. So if you guys are watching,
But yeah, I got a big shout out to Asylum.
yes.
And Eric, there. He's a kick ass dude. All the wrestlers too are super cool, man.
Good folks.
So-
Very cool people.
I tell you what, I was so impressed with that show because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, me neither.
And when I watched the performance they did with the
They were good.
incredible. So yeah, check out that too. Asylum.
Yeah, there's no bullshit. That Asylum wrestling is no joke, dude. That's the
fun.
real deal.
Very fun.
If you like the major shit like the WWE and stuff, definitely check out Asylum because they're on.
And there they are working with local bands. We're gonna do a partnership. We'll be together for a long time, me and him, because it's just different, and we don't need each other for to get anywhere.
Since we're talking about wrestling, who's your favorite wrestler?
Road Warriors, Animal Hawk, the Legion of Doom.
Sergeant Slaughter, of course.
Yeah, I'm old school. I used
Sergeant
to really
Slaughter.
be into the Ultimate.
There's nobody better than the Legion of Doom.
I actually own that G.I. Joe figure of Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant
Okay.
Yeah, I was a
Like-
big Ultimate Warrior fan. I remember as a kid, I would have because he wore those armbands.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
Ultimate
dressing
Warrior.
up like that, and
Okay, so speaking of that, which one of your songs do you think would go well with intro of a wrestler to come out to?
Oh goodness.
Well,
Asylum.
we actually have a song called Asylum that has no
Yeah.
relation.
That's what gave me the idea to do the wrestling thing.
Yeah, it
We
was
had a song named that.
guys, and then so that would be it. Asylum.
Blackout would be another one that could go.
Yeah.
That's what you use.
438.
Yeah.
438. Whoa, sheesh.
But
Max, calm down.
the event, we didn't do our own songs. Well, we played our own songs for the set, but
We did two
for
intros.
we did covers.
We always play covers.
It's the only time we did a cover was for Asylum Pro Wrestling. So we did Crazy Train and what was the other one? We meddled up a version of
Party Rock.
Anthem.
Party Rock Anthem,
God.
which
I will never.
if you've ever
play
heard
again.
that song, you might not be a fan, but
I will never play
added our
that
own
song
spin to
again.
It was actually pretty fun to play, and we did it for the wrestlers, and that'll be it. We don't do covers.
Our version was better.
Yeah.
It will always be better.
That's the only time I'll say that because I'm a pretty humble person, but yeah, our version was definitely better.
We play songs about conquering your inner demons and overcoming obstacles, like 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 a Camp Blood kind of deal where there's a dude after you with a machete. That's kind of stuff we play serious stuff, man. It's scary.
Or drinking blood from the skulls of your enemies. One of the two. Right?
we don't do that.
You could do that as well.
I do that. I don't. I would definitely.
Favorite pass. Yeah.
Not real blood, by the way.
So,
Put it out there.
so if money was not an issue, what instrument would you buy?
12-string bass.
What brand?
Hammer. Tom Peterson model.
That's not the question. I don't like the expensive stuff. I can buy cheap stuff and fix it. Make it cool. So I would say I don't need anything. I'm good.
But is there anything that you can't afford right now that you?
I don't need it. I'd like to buy us a bigger PA, but that's because I just want it to be loud as fuck. You can't get my guitar too loud.
Actually, to make our own studio, that'd be a second choice.
Yeah, the studio equipment. Yeah, and I got a bunch, but we need a studio. Be cool.
Record our own
For
shit.
me, I guess
produce
it
our
would
own
be like
stuff.
a custom-made mic stand that looked badass.
That'd be sweet.
So what do you feel about the guitars that have no headstock?
Dumb. They're dumb.
I'm indifferent about it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm indifferent too. Like I'm if somebody enjoys that, man, they should play it. But it's like for aesthetics.
Then how the fuck said he got off my guitar I tune when he runs into me?
Just because of the image, I mean, it looks cooler. But
yeah, I mean,
I
you play
I
what
don't
you
care,
like.
yeah.
You know, I don't.
To each their own.
Yeah,
They
that's
enjoy
the way
it.
I look at it.
You can't. It looks like you can't play fast on it. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
I've never played.
Now,
I've never
Eddie-
played without a headstock, so I wouldn't know.
And Eddie wouldn't be able to knock me out of tune when he runs into me all the time, and I run into him. So that wouldn't be any fun.
we're
But like
very
tuning up on the fly.
active
I should
band
probably
when
stay
we
in the back
play.
of the stage a little more. That way, Eddie doesn't run into you. So
I've knocked over a cymbal or two, or
I've hit Eddie with my headstock and my bass in the head.
yeah, that's happened. That's right.
So
Well, that's called rock and roll music. That's what we play.
Do you guys use in ears or no?
No, but that's something we are looking into right now. I actually been trying to find a good in-ear monitor system because I think that would.
Yeah, we have a little trouble with sound sometimes. We can't hear each other. You know, we get a little fucked up because this is we're a new band, really.
Yeah.
We ain't been together a couple of years. And these are all songs that we made up. So I mean,
step though to get in here monitors.
yeah,
I don't want any. I'll just turn my guitar up louder. I don't.
and when Davey has tinnitus, he'll be complaining.
I can't hear anyway, so I don't give a shit. I
What's
can't hear nothing.
ringing in my ears? What you say?
Yeah, I can't fucking hear anyway. So
So I have to make amps that go up to 13.
I've been doing this for like 30 some years, so I already blew it a long time ago.
Bro, I stood in front of Lemmy, and I was deaf for 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah, I was at a Motorhead concert once. It's pretty loud.
Yeah, same here. I refuse to put the earbuds in myself when I'm at shows.
I couldn't.
I refuse.
Actually,
I'm agree with you 100% on that one.
I'm not saying that I shouldn't have protected my ears. I just never did, and it's too late. Like they're going.
I mean,
every concert I've been right up front, so I'm like,
you just buy a bigger amp when you can't hear anymore. You buy bigger shit and more louder.
can you turn this up to 15, please?
So
it's all good though, because what's his name from AC/DC? He's got the
Angus
or no,
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson. He had hearing aids made for him, or some kind of device made for him, so he can sing again because he lost his hearing basically. Yeah. So now he can actually perform again. So
well, at least he didn't lose his arm anyway.
Well, that's what we're going to rely on. We're just going to rely on future technology to fix it.
So when you're at a concert as a patron, are you in the back? Are you in the front? Are you in the pit? Are you on the side?
Right.
Any show I go to, I get there early, and I always go up to the front of the stage. I'm always up front, and I'm standing there.
I like to be part of the show.
So you hug the rail.
Yeah, I like to be up front because you feel like you're more part of the show. Yeah. You know, it's like you feel like you're.
My favorite shows. I've been in the back before, but my favorite shows have always.
Well, the reason being behind that is when we play, we like the people that are standing right up front. They're full of energy, and you return that favor to somebody else. Really.
But I mean, this is more being like if
going to a show concert, like a different
watching a show.
Yeah,
so if you're watching a show,
that's how it works.
You said that you're at the rail.
Yeah, we go up front. Nobody stands in the back.
I can't do arena. That's why I don't do arena shows. I can't do them anymore because I do
them on occasion.
Every time I get fucked and I have to go get fucking nosebleed seats.
Yeah.
And I hate that. I'd rather be up in a theater or a club where I'm right up.
I don't go to shows anymore. I don't know. I just lost interest in it. Just make our own.
I want to go to more of them.
We just make our own.
I want to go to more of them. I will be in August, so
I'm going to.
So who are you seeing in August?
I'm going to go be seeing Life of Agony and Sick of It All.
I already saw them. I saw them at Jurgles in Pittsburgh. Awesome show, and I was right up front.
Yeah, they were just here recently.
Sick of It All.
Yeah, Sick of It All is the fucking shit right there, dude. Sick of It All is a badass band.
I like Life of Agony. I mean, he's more of a fan than I am.
Yeah,
but
Life of Agony, I grew like I was a teenager when I got into them. I love Life of Agony. But live, I was blown away by Sick of It All.
Yeah, Sick of It All live is a different experience in life.
it's great live.
That was the first
And it calmed down now, though. Like back in the 80s and 90s those shows were fucking rough, dude, man. You gotta be tough to be in those.
I saw them
at my age, I prefer the energy now.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
Where I can actually enjoy the show without getting run over.
But that was a good time to grow up and witness all that because it was fun and just turn down the fun because nobody wants to get a broken nose, I guess.
I saw Sick of It All at the Graffiti in Pittsburgh in 1995. And I literally ended up on the stage because the crowd was just so insane. It was great. It was fucking awesome.
I'm seeing a few shows this summer. I'm going to Possessed.
Ooh, nice.
That's in Pittsburgh. Dream Theater with Devin Townsend. I'm going to that.
Okay.
Ugly Kid Show.
Nice.
I'm going to see them.
I'd like to see them.
I love concerts. So
so do I. I love going to them. I miss it.
There's a few others that I know I got tickets for. I can't think of right now. I saw the Wasp 40th year anniversary tour. That was good. With
Armored Saint.
Fuck yeah, that was great.
Damn.
I'm actually really excited. I'm going to see Snoop Dogg and Warren G.
Oh,
cool.
Sweet.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's Snoop Dogg, Warren G, Too Short, and Wiz Khalifa all on one show.
What was the last one?
Wiz Khalifa. I heard of that. Yeah. I've heard of him.
That will bring me back to childhood. It's not even
actually they're doing an I Love the 90s tour with like fucking who the hell's all playing?
Wiz Khalifa is from Pittsburgh.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Black and yellow.
I remember
that's actually the only song I know by him, but I'm only going to see realistically I'm only there for Snoop and Warren G.
When you go to the Snoop Dogg show, are you going to be like when in Rome and
are they going to do? I'm hoping they got to play Regulate. I mean, come on.
No offense, that was his only song anyway.
Oh.
He had two albums. Regulate was his main hit. Everything else.
That song.
His first album I loved his first album. Second one, not too much. Yeah, he did a cover of "I Didn't Shoot the Sheriff," and there was a few other songs on there, but there's no way that he's going to go on stage and not sing. When you go to a concert or what the staples are, what's not going to be played.
Right.
Like,
and you can usually guess the encore. Like.
You were saying about going to see. I did go see Korn and Stain. I think it was 2 summers ago.
Yes, it was. I was.
I went down. I want to see them down in Pittsburgh, and I tell you what, Stain's fucking good, dude. Live.
Korn.
They're actually playing. Stain is actually playing with Godsmack now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Stain was. I actually like Stain better than I did Korn. Live.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of either of those bands. I went for free. Somebody won tickets, but I'll tell you what, Stain was impressive, dude. That they were very good. They were fun. I didn't realize how many Stain songs I actually knew.
It surprises you, like when a band you didn't think you would like you wouldn't think you would like, but you see them live, like, oh well, yeah, they actually put on a good show, just like that Kick show. I've only knew Kicks from a couple songs. I knew Blow My Fuse, and that Don't Close Your Eyes, a ballad. But I tell you what, they put on a bitchin' show. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Live performances are a different animal. Like
one of the best live shows I've ever seen, and this is kind of weird because I've been to a lot. Was I seen Davy Jones and the Monkees
Get out! You saw him.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's probably about in the 90s,
You lucky bastard.
90s.
Yeah,
And
that's
they were
yeah.
very entertaining.
Oh, I've seen
That was a good show, and I knew a lot of the monkey songs from being a kid and watching the cartoon or the TV show.
I remember when you wanted me to go see Mike.
And I went and see the Beach Boys back in the 80s, and they were very good too. And I'm a more I like that 50s influence on the music, because you can hear it in our music because there's a lot of woes and 50s and 60s stuff.
I totally agree with you.
But yeah, those were good concerts, man. They're ones that I really enjoyed going to.
Alice Cooper, yes, I agree, Costello.
You know, surprisingly, a really good show I went to last summer. Because it was for my daughter. I bought her ticket for it. She was a fan, and so I went, just to support her music interests. And I had such a good time, and it was Halsey. She put on such a fun show.
You wouldn't think,
and it's something I don't listen to, but when I watched her live, holy crap, she
put on a good show.
Yeah. So
now I hate Poison. I don't like Poison, but I went to it for free at the Clearfield Fair. I had a friend of mine who's obsessed with Bret Michaels and wanted to go, so I went with her. Like, okay, I don't like their music, but they put on a really good show.
Speaking of Poison, they're playing this summer, and it's a very weird, very, very weird lineup.
Oh yeah, who's playing?
Mark McGrath.
Oh, from Sugar Ray, right?
Sugar Ray.
So yeah, it's what do you call it? Bret Michaels, Mark McGrath, a gentleman from Journey, a guitarist from Journey is going to be on there.
Sean.
And there was another weird. It was a very older band. I'm trying to think of their name right now.
Well, already the ones you mentioned, it is an odd lineup.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Mark McGrath's on that tour. I love the '90s tour.
I didn't know he was
the
a
Funky
solo
Bunch. And Color Me Bad is playing that show too.
Well, that's another thing you said earlier, like taking the vocalist out of a band, like taking Steve Perry out of Journey, and then I don't care if the guy sounds like Steve Perry, it's still not Journey.
I agree.
So nobody knows the bass or the guitar player from Journey. Nobody knows who that is.
I actually listened to a pod that mentioned this the other day, and their point, which I can see, is like a lot of the people in the audience for that Journey show that they're referencing with that new singer. It was younger people, and they didn't give a shit. They thought it was great.
It appeals to the
they
casual
didn't
fan.
grow up with the original,
And
but now they're hearing this guy who can fucking hit all the goddamn notes, And
that's what happened with even look at Foreigner. Like, there's no original members in Foreigner at all. It's just it's no, but the casual fans don't care.
I think it's more for like even the younger fans that come in.
Here's the thing: they're coming out just to hear that one song.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, they're there
because realistically, I know Journey has plenty of songs, but
even Styx.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know which one that the fans are there to hear. So you're right.
Like actually, Styx is playing by me Sunday.
Who the fuck is left in that band? Tommy Shaw and J.Y. Young are the only two guys like left in that band.
Really?
Yeah. Like Dennis DeYoung's not part of it. John Panonzo, well, the one John Panonzo passed away. The bass player, the other Panonzo brother, he's plays with them once in a blue moon at shows, but it's only Tommy Shaw and J.Y. Young. And but like Foreigner, like there's no now Autograph is no original members. It's all new people.
Like I said this to you guys off air. Once the lead singer, God rest her soul, passes away or leaves, to me it's a cover band. I cannot. Doesn't hit the right way. It is. I mean,
for me, it depends on the band. That's my opinion.
And it also makes me think of I follow Blabbermouth, that metal news site, and there was an article from a band I don't listen to, but Saliva, and the singer was talking about. They were asking him about because there's no original founding member in the current version of his band now. That's weird.
Yeah, that is very weird. And he knows about it.
How does that work? Like,
because he probably gets paid. He probably gets royalties for them to use the name. And
it's just so odd though, because you're not actually watching that band anymore.
Yeah, it's
Like you
it's not
said,
even that band.
You're watching a
Cover
cover
band.
band at that
Basically, what it is.
because there's like no original.
There's an old-fashioned term for that. It's called dumb. That's dumb. Like, who wants to go see a fucking band
Yeah, it's like
that doesn't have any members in it?
I know I'm gonna catch shit for it and
Fucking
bring it
dumb.
on. It's literally my opinion that it's just. I'm not saying I'm not gonna go see it if there's other people on the bill that I want to see.
oh yeah, I mean,
Right.
Like
I'm not gonna go see Jimi Hendrix Experience if Jimi Hendrix ain't in the fucking band.
and same with the
Yeah, like,
you
I'm saying, you know, like-
without Joey, there's no Ramones. I mean, it's not going to happen. I mean, without even. I'm not the hugest fan of Led Zeppelin, but if John Bonham was still alive and he didn't pass away, but Robert Plant did, there'd be no Led Zeppelin.
Right.
I mean,
those are integral.
or even
parts of
the Who. You can't have the Who without Roger Daltrey.
Yeah.
And the Who sucked anyways, dude. They ain't got too
I don't
fucking
agree
good
with that
songs.
assessment. You're allowed to have your opinions, even though you're wrong. So
But they have like 7 albums of bad songs. Name the 7 bad album songs.
You're
Because
allowed
there's a whole bunch.
I agree with what you're saying though too, because like even and I know this is like a guilty pleasure of mine because I get ribbed on a lot about this, but I love fucking Guns N' Roses.
I
anyways,
like Guns N' Roses.
But when he put out Chinese Democracy, I thought it was a good album. But he shouldn't have called it Guns N' Roses.
it
He should have called it Axl Rose or something.
Yeah,
you know? Should have been his solo band because that's not Guns N' Roses. You know?
Here's my thing. I would love to see them live, but I don't want to spend the money and then he does 3 songs and walks off.
Well, you know what?
I mean, this is,
I agree with that.
That was my concern. I saw them when they did the Not in This Lifetime tour when they first launched that. I got the cheapest seats, but I lucked out because they closed off the nosebleed section, so we actually got moved really like in a good spot. But anyways, I was concerned about that because I'm like, is this going to be the Axl Rose from what I grew up with, who's going to show up an hour or 2 hours late? Nope, he was on time. And it was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. I was impressed because I didn't expect that from them. I thought it was going to just be disappointed.
I agree with Christella's statement here. Like that's like Motley Crue. They need to stop Mick Mars. They had to hang up, and Vince Neil just needs to stop. He sounds like a dying cat now.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
agree.
Yeah.
And they use backing tracks.
Yeah,
Mick Mars, Team Mick Mars, right here.
yeah,
so
that's a comment I agree with.
and I like the album with John Corabi. Just so saying, I love that record. It's probably the best record next to Shout at the Devil. So, just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Guar's I don't listen to that bullshit they're talking about, but you know, when Dave Brokey passed away and it came out with a new album, it's not the same.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Guar.
Dave Brokey was Guar.
Yeah, Dave Brokey.
I mean, Dave Brokey was the man singing, like that dude could hit everything. He's all over the place.
Guar can continue to play if they want, but it's just not the same for me.
I feel like
somebody else enjoys it. Great.
Like I did like you know a couple of songs on the new album. And the new album, the guitars are right on point. You know, they did like We Want Blood, AC/DC or whatever.
well, AC/DC, what do you call it?
It was good. It was a good cover, you know, but that's like a one song on an album with 10 Dave Brokey good songs. Yeah, that's how that should have been, you know.
Back in 2016. Back in 2016, you know, Thin Lizzy went on tour. How the hell do you tour with Thin Lizzy without Phil Lynott? Why?
I mean,
what's the point? You can't. There's no Thin Lizzy without Phil Lynott. You can't do that.
Hey, I can bring up Misfits, by the way, too.
And the
Misfits. Glenn Danzig Misfits is the only Misfits.
I mean,
I actually waited on them once.
Yeah, I know them guys. I've met them several times, and I like Doyle, so I got to see Doyle play. I mean, Doyle was a monster. He's still a monster. His solo stuff's good, but you know, I mean, that was a cool way to meet Doyle and Jerry, I guess, back then before he was Jerry. But that's not the same. You're talking
because back
not,
then,
you know,
when Michael Graves was fronting the band, what choice did you have? It's like, if it's like, well, I can either not see this if I don't like Glenn Danzig, who's not there, or it's like, hey, I never saw the Misfits before. I want to hear these at least 2 of the original members play the songs live. So it's kind of like, but I agree with that though. It's like I said, if it's not certain bands without a key member or members, I won't go. I mean, if you want to go and you enjoy it,
I won't go see the new Misfits with the original lineup with Glenn and Jerry and Em and Doyle, and the reason because it's $250 a seat.
I won't see them in an arena.
Okay, and you're probably aware of this because you live in New Jersey. Okay, I wanted to go to the Halloween show down in New York City because they play at Madison Square Garden, and that's a big deal because they said no punk bands would ever sell that out, and that was the first one, I believe. And
I believe it was at the Rock instead.
What? Okay, well they did a shady deal where it was a Citibank. Remember that?
Wasn't that Prudential?
Was it Prudential? Okay, I know it's one of them. I couldn't remember, but but they said I thought about buying tickets, and they made it advanced to Citibank cards. Got the first pick of the tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was. Shit. I mean, it had to be a Prudential, or maybe it was at the Garden too.
I thought it was Madison Square Garden, but I could be wrong. I might not have been Halloween. But I wanted to go to that show at Madison Square Garden one. But they went through Citibank. Anybody had a Citibank card to buy tickets before you could buy them. Well, I got on there and all the good fucking tickets were gone. You know what I mean?
Upstairs be the first.
And they were $250 a seat up in the nosebleeds. I'm like, fuck that shit. I ain't paying that much money.
So before we actually wrap this up, do you have any messages you want to say to your fans?
Thank you for the support of everybody. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll shout out to Jim Price, Tuna, Q94 guy, Professor, man. He supports us. BS Express, McGarvey's Bar, Leon from Nest Entertainment, all the other bands we play with, the Buccos, we got lots more to do though, and we're not done. So I appreciate you having us on the show.
Yes, thank you so much.
We're coming out with new music. We're working on it. It's ready.
Yeah, I want to thank Eden on Fire, my friends from them, and everybody who comes to our shows, buys our music, listens to us, buys our shit. And if we take your troubles away for 1 minute, that's all that matters. So,
and the girls that come to the shows and our support system behind the scene, because it's mostly females that follow us, which is weird. You'd think it would be mostly males because we have but it's mostly a female-driven crowd.
I don't know what it is. Is it could be because I'm in the band, maybe?
No, because it was like that before you were in here. It could be me.
Well, you were in a boy band prior to Less Than Zero, I heard. So I mean,
yeah, I've been playing the same fucking music for 30 years.
NSYNC
I think they called it Less Than NSYNC.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Less Than Backstreet Boys or something like that.
So, do you have any announcements you want to make before we sign off?
Yeah, we'd like to announce that we're gonna be up playing in Snakesville, Pennsylvania, here on the 13th of May. I mean, we got Erie on the Rocks, Philly on the Rocks, and Erie.
It's
gonna be a killer show.
It's gonna be a great show. Make sure you show up for that one.
We're playing with a band we played with in Pittsburgh before called Fastball
and
Eden on Fire, who are freaking they're
phenomenal.
They're really good.
And we also have an album out called Rotten. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Bandcamp.
And we got new music coming soon. This year.
So,
writing some new tunes. And
it'll be released as singles though, instead of like a full album.
So. Yeah. And probably an EP later.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Just as a reminder that this is on Facebook, Concert Junkies, Rob and John. This is on YouTube, Concert Junkies, Rob and John, and Twitch is just Concert Rob. And I want to thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for